Don't chew on that, Max.
Cooper loves that chew too.
Oh, now he's into Cooper's food. Wow, he is loving it. What do you feed Cooper?
Blue Buffalo Life Protection Formula. He never leaves a crumb. I love it because it's made with high-quality protein, nutrient-rich fruits and veggies, and wholesome whole grains.
Looks like we're switching to Blue.
Blue Buffalo foods are made with the superior ingredients your dog needs to thrive. Can your dog food say that? Visit feedbluefood.com to learn more.
Are you a forward thinker? Then you need an HR and finance platform that thinks like you do. Workday is the AI platform that helps propel your organization, your workforce, and your industry into the future. Workday, moving business forever forward.
For a limited time at McDonald's, get a Big Mac Extra Value Meal for $8. That means 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun, and medium fries, and a drink. We may need to change that jingle.
Prices and participation may vary.
At Starbucks, we offer full and part-time baristas 100% upfront college tuition coverage, which means they can thrive at our company and in class. At Starbucks, benefits like college tuition coverage are just the start.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Well, Maze, Amin, Mac McClung's prayers have been answered.
His prayers?
Yep, his prayers. You guys know who Mac McClung is, right?
Dunk champ Mac McClung. Put some respect on his name.
No. G League MVP Mac McClung.
Oh, silly me. Put some more respect on his name.
This is a story from last week. Jason Bede of the Orlando Sentinel. For Mac McClung, the decision to go for a three-peat in the slam dunk contest during NBA All-Star Weekend is one he hasn't made yet.
Really?
Instead, the Magic two-way guard and reigning G League MVP is focused on helping Osceola, the Orlando G League affiliate, find its footing following a slow start to the regular season. Mac McClung said, "I'm still thinking on it, praying on it, to see if it's the right time and the right thing."
Is he playing hard to get?
I don't know. Do you want me to do the dunk contest?
What is going on in Mac McClung's head, guys?
You did the dunk contest in Indianapolis. You did the dunk contest in Salt Lake City. Why would you turn down a free trip to San Francisco?
Yeah.
Disrespectful to me, personally.
Number 2, Mac McClung, if you're wondering, how is the G League MVP competing in the dunk contest? Well, technically, he's an NBA player because he signed an Exhibit 10 to start the season, and then that was converted into a two-way deal right before the season started. Tom, how many games do you think Mac McClung has played in this season for the Orlando Magic, not for the Chief Osceola Magic?
Let's say a handful. Yeah, 10 games.
10 games is more than a handful. And no, it's not that much.
What is a handful in your mind? A handful, is that like 6 games?
How many fingers are on your hand, Tom?
Well, there's 5.
Yeah.
There you go. So that's a good place to start.
But a handful of marbles isn't 5 marbles.
You ever try to hold 6 marbles?
That's the math we're doing. 1 marble per finger is the max number of marbles.
Look at the palm of your hand and say, how many marbles could I fit on that? If you're not Giannis.
It's more than 5 marbles, okay?
No, more than 5. You know what happens if you put more than 5 marbles in the palm of your hand?
One falls out.
You're losing your marbles.
I've lost my marbles.
No, the number 5 represents, I like it, Maze. 5 is a good number. It's also the number of minutes Mac McClung has played in this season.
Oh.
Not games, minutes total. He's played 5 minutes for the Orlando Magic.
I was going to go 0, so I'm encouraged to hear that it was 5 because that means that they asked him and he thought about it and he thought about if it was the right time. And he said, you know what? Yeah, I'll go to Orlando. Let's do it.
No, he didn't go to Orlando. He went to Memphis. The game was in Memphis, 3rd game of the year. So he didn't even go play in Orlando. Hey, can you come to Beale Street for us?
Wasn't 5 minutes, by the way. I lied. It's 4 minutes and 53 seconds.
A handful.
Is that still a handful?
That's less than a handful, for sure. But the point is, this is someone who is not necessarily incredibly busy. This is someone I cannot believe has a better vacation plan laid out that is also taken care of. Because that's the big part of competing. But also, it is indicative, folks, of something much grander. That has nothing to do with Mac McClung. It had everything to do with him. The dunk contest is so washed that even the guy from the G League is like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not.
I don't know, man. I need to talk to God real quick.
Yeah, you would think that Mac McClung would be excited to go for a three-peat.
Three-peat!
And then it wouldn't even be a question. Yeah, I want to do it. Yeah, I want to win again. But he has to think about it. He has to check in emotionally, see how it feels. Bananas.
Well, there's probably some really big name guys selected to this dunk contest that he surely was, do I really want to go against these guys? Let's see. Oh, Matas Buzelis. Okay.
Matas Buzelis, who I once interviewed and asked how hard the transition was coming to America. And he said, oh, actually, I'm from Chicago. My parents are from Lithuania.
It's one of my favorite stories, dude.
It haunts me. And at the same time, I secretly root against him. This is the first time I've ever done this. The kid is great person, clearly a basketball talent. Everything that you should want to root for, I'm rooting for his failure, for him to be a bust, just so that this story doesn't get any bigger than what it is. It's really, really selfish of me, but them's be the breaks. Guys, do you know how many players have won 3 dunk contests? Forget in a row. I've just won 3 dunk contests.
A handful?
It is less than a handful. It is the same number as the number of games that Mac McClung has played in.
Wow. One
player in NBA history, nasty Nate Robinson himself.
Nice. That tracks.
Zach LaVine has won 2. Jason Richardson has won 2. Michael Jordan has won 2. All those guys back to back. Dominique Wilkins has won 2, but his were separated by 5 years.
So you're saying Mac McClung needed to think about the chance to make history.
Yeah.
There's never been a three-peat. There's never been.
He could be the Patrick Mahomes, Tom, the Patrick Mahomes of dunk contests.
Did you get the script? Do you already know?
Come on, man. Me and Arian Foster.
This is short-sighted of Mac McClung because when he wins the 3rd one, then in 10 years, he can box Jake Paul.
Oh,
wow.
On, too soon.
Yeah.
Too soon, man. You've crossed the line, sir. Oh, I bid you good day.
Who else is in the dunk contest this year, Tom, besides Matas Buzelis and Mac McClung?
Stephon Castle, who I've already traded to Golden State for Steph Curry. I've already done it.
Steph for Steph?
Steph for Steph. Ooh, baby.
I mean, if you're thinking, wait, the game's in San Francisco, what better way to preview a Steph trade, Steph for Steph? You put Steph and Castle in the dunk contest.
You introduce the Warriors fan base. Hey, and here's your new Steph.
Here you go.
He just won the dunk contest. Kuminga would have been in this, right, if he wasn't hurt? Or would he have said no? Look, Mac McClung said no. At that point, I have to assume everybody's saying no.
Do we think that they sweetened the deal?
Yeah.
Was there some...
For who?
Some greasing of the wheel here?
The NBA had to have sweetened the deal. It came out like 4 days ago. He didn't want to do it.
There are no mistakes, no coincidences.
NBA All-Star Weekend. You're the star of the show. And he's like, I don't know. I'll think on it. Come on.
Could it be something legitimate like, I don't have any more dunks? Could it be that? Would you still go and compete if you're Mac McClung? Tapped out. Like me with Black in My Days on the Levitard show. I don't have anything. I ran out of material.
Do the old ones again.
I thought about that. And no one would notice. I thought about that. Mac McClung, do it again.
Do the old dunks.
I'll be honest with you. If Mac McClung did his same routine without going back to rewatch, would you know?
The answer is no.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where the dunk contest is.
My assignment. Uncover why the association inspires more conspiracy theories in volume and salience than any other U.S. sport.
You've heard of the Illuminati.
The truth is out there, but so are lies.
Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them.
The NBA has always been controlled by about 8 people.
Denial is the most predictable of all human responses.
If you're only using 10% of your brain, you don't even know that you're using 10% of your brain.
The NBA Illuminati.
If coincidences are just coincidences, why do they feel so contrived?
The Illuminati.
But you start to follow the money, and you don't know where the it's going to take you.
It is unspoken. They have influence among other players.
The NBA Illuminati.
I don't have time for your convenient ignorance.
Maybe I'm a conspiracist now as well.
That's all it took. Oh, we got books, we got schools. You saw a video on YouTube.
Why my eyes, sir? You've never used them before.
We are the basketball Illuminati.
This is Basketball Illuminati. I am Tom Haberstroh, and as always, I am joined by the 5-star Illuminati generals, Amin Elhassan and super producer Anthony Mays.
Members of the Illumination can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/countthedings. You can also show your support by wearing a Third Eye hat or a Basketball Illuminati shirt or hoodie. Check out the link in the show notes or go to the Count the Dings store on Cotton Bureau and keep that third eye open.
This week, we're going to tap into the weird story of the Memphis Grizzlies and something they're trying to accomplish that no champion has done before, at least not in the modern era. I did some research on this over at Tom the Finder, and we will bring it to you and your ears shortly. But first,
listening to The Agenda with Amin Elhassan and Tom Haberstroh.
Okay, we talked about it before. The NBA is expanding into Europe, or already has a little bit, with these Paris games. Indiana and San Antonio did a doubleheader. 2 games in Paris. Tony Parker was there. Lots of NBA faces were there. Wemby was awesome. Then the Spurs got blasted in the second game. But all that basketball stuff is secondary to the biggest thing that happened while we were there. We were there. We were actually not there.
You were there?
I was there, but I was not there. I mean, in my head, I was there.
Yeah.
But I wasn't there.
The opposite of Draymond. You're like, I was there, but I wasn't there.
I actually wasn't there. My head was there, but I was not there.
Yeah.
Adam Silver's press conference. Man. He was vibing.
Firing on all cylinders.
Yes.
Couple plates of escargot and red wine. Fire up this conference. Ready to spill some truth.
If you ever wondered, hey, what would it be like to watch a lawyer get deposed? Just watch the commissioner talk. You know what? He's incredible at saying a whole lot without saying anything. Never tipping his hand too much. The only time I can remember him getting squeezed into admitting something, I want to say it was the LA All-Star game. Or no, it was during the finals. I was sitting next to Rachel Nichols. And, you know, when you do these press conferences, the way it is, it's a huge room, all the assembled media are there, and you raise your hand, and Tim Frank, who is the bigwig, right? He's the selector. He sees you, and then he nods, he acknowledges, and then he tells one of the minions, who aren't minions, but they're minions on that day because all the bigwigs are out. They grab this microphone on a boom, on a stick, right? And they walk up to your aisle, and they reach this microphone all the way over the aisle. So this microphone is going in front of my face to get to Rachel right here. And Rachel asked, you came out, Commissioner Silver, against the bathroom law in the state of North Carolina. This is the law that was prejudicial against transgender people, right? Are you going to move the All-Star game that's scheduled to be in Charlotte at that time it was going to be 2017? And Commissioner Silver hemmed and hawed, and he gave answers that are going to sound very familiar once we let you hear some of these answers that he gave this year. Basically saying a whole lot without saying anything. And the person with the mic is trying to move it away, and Rachel's like,
no, hold on.
But in order to have an all-star game, there's so much lead up. You can't just change it a month before. And she basically kept going and going and going until Commissioner Silver's finally like, yes, there is a drop-dead date that we have, that if there isn't a change, we have to change the venue, which is all she asked for from the beginning. And he's like, no, we haven't really thought about it. It's like, no, you have to know. You have to know. You have to know. Other than that instant, I've never seen Commissioner Silver get hemmed up with these things. And this year was no different.
First question.
We've heard many rumors about the NBA's plans in Europe, maybe to launch something, maybe not this season, maybe next season or the one after that. Do you have already an agreement maybe with FIBA to create something? And what do you make of the EuroLeague's decision to re-sign with their partner IMG? Does that put an end to the discussions between the NBA and them, and is like a clash inevitable in the future?
Let me just say right now, there's a guy named Sawatsky who teaches media training to media people how to ask questions. I don't know if he's still with us, but if he's not, he's rolling over in his grave. This dude broke all the rules. You ask multiple questions in the one question, which allows the subject to answer the part that they want to answer. And he ended it with yes or no question, close-ended question. which makes it easy to wriggle out of. How did Commissioner Silver get out of that one, though?
We've used this opportunity here over the last few days. Mark Tatum, the deputy commissioner, is here who oversees international, to have meetings with many different stakeholders. And those stakeholders include leaders of clubs, it includes FIBA, it includes media companies, traditional sports sponsors, just to best understand the landscape here and to see what the opportunity may be. So, as I said, we have no agreements in place, not ready to make any additional announcements.
So they didn't close the deal, guys. It's not done.
No.
Or if it's done, he doesn't want us to know that it's done.
No, it's not done. He said we have no agreements in place. It's not done.
Hello, listener. It's producer Mays here to talk to you about Kindred. Now close your eyes like Owen Wilson during a job interview and imagine a way to travel that feels personal, comfortable, and connected without the price tags and the sterile feelings of hotels or short-term rentals. Now open your eyes and stop using your imagination because Kindred has made it very real. That's exactly what they do. Kindred is a members-only home swapping network. It's not a hotel. It's not a short-term rental. It's a smarter way to travel where each stay feels like home. Here's how it works. With Kindred, your home is your ticket. You earn credits by hosting fellow Kindred members, and then you use those credits to stay in over 220,000 homes in more than 100 cities worldwide. There are no hotel costs or rental fees, just the credits that you've earned. Every stay comes with white glove service, 24/7 trip support, and $100,000 in host protection. Make it easier for you to travel and enjoy yourself and not worry about details. I've used Kindred and I found an amazing home for a weekend getaway in an idyllic location with amazing views and great ambiance. It had everything I needed. And the best part was, it cost me $0. So apply now at livekindred.com and use code DINGS to join for free. Plus, you'll earn 5 nights of travel credit just for signing up. That's right, that's 5 whole nights for free at livekindred, KINDRED.com, code DINGS, DINGS, livekindred.com, code DINGS.
Listener, listen up. This is important, okay? I'm going to try to save you some money here. If you're still overpaying for wireless, it's time to say yes to saying no. At Mint Mobile, their favorite word is no. You may think like, oh, that's bad. No contracts, no monthly bills, no overages, no hidden fees, no BS. Here's why I said yes to making the switch and getting premium wireless for $15 a month. You heard that correctly. $15 per month. Ditch overpriced wireless and the jaw-dropping monthly bills. And of course, there are all these hidden fees and stuff, but at Mint Mobile, plans start at $15 per month. All the plans come with high-speed data, unlimited talk and text. You're not doing like weekend and nighttime minutes or anything like that. And it's delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone. Don't have to get a new phone. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all of your existing contacts. I switched months ago. People have asked, did you actually switch? Yes, I actually switched months ago. And I don't know what to do with all this extra money. I've cheated the system here. I've rigged something. This is an Ocean's 11 situation where I'm stealing wireless from Mint. That's how good a deal it is. Ready to say yes to saying no? Make the switch at mintmobile.com/dings. That's DINGS. That's mintmobile.com/dings. Upfront payment of $45 required, equivalent to $15 per month. Limited time new customer offer for first 3 months only. Speeds may slow above 35 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details.
Hello, listener. It's producer Mays here to talk to you about Quince and their cookware. Cooler nights mean cozy meals at home, and Quince's cookware has made fall cooking so much more enjoyable. Their pieces deliver the quality and performance of luxury brands, but at a price that makes sense. And they look gorgeous on the stovetop, too. No matter what item you need to complete your kitchen, Quince has you covered. With 5-ply stainless steel pots and pans, nonstick skillets, chef-quality knives, and even ceramic bakeware, which is perfect for cozy casseroles or Sunday roasts. And when you look at these prices, you might think, how is Quince doing this? How do they deliver high-quality items similar to high-end brands that are half the price? Well, let me tell you, they partner directly with ethical top-tier factories to cut out the middlemen and pass the savings on to you. And it's not just cookware. I got myself some bath sheets. That's right. When you're a tall man, you have to use bath sheets, not bath towels from Quince. It's like drying off with the cloud. It's incredible. Upgrade your kitchen for cozy fall meals with premium cookware from Quince. Go to quince.com/dings for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/dings, DINGS, to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/dings.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least, that was the plan. Except now, the Dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
Wish you could become a morning person? You know the type, up before the sun, early morning runs, first one to the office with donuts and a smile. How do they do it? Easy. With the new Galaxy Watch 8, sleep tracking and personalized insights from Samsung Health help you improve so you can wake up to a whole new you. One who, dare I say it, skips the snooze? It's possible. Train your sleep with Galaxy Watch 8. Learn more at Samsung.com. Requires compatible Samsung Galaxy phone, Samsung Health app, and Samsung account.
But he did say something else, Mace, that I really enjoyed.
Oh?
A little flex. It's a rare time when we see Commissioner Silver flex, but he flexed a little, just a little bit, just like, oh, the beach is that way. You know what we do over here? We run leagues. That's what we do.
Yes.
What we do at the NBA is we run leagues.
I'm sorry. The NBA is a league that runs leagues.
Yep. He listed them out for you.
A handful?
That is a handful. They got the 5.
We run leagues. We, of course, run the WNBA. We have the League in Africa I mentioned. We have the G League. We have a 2K video league. So we operate 5 different leagues, and we think it's an expertise we have.
The video game league. He runs leagues.
Oh, man.
Yes, the 2K league.
Run leagues.
They run leagues.
I don't know if you guys know this about me. I also run leagues.
What?
Multiple.
Yeah?
A handful, you might say. Yeah. I'm also commissioner. I run leagues. And let me tell you, it's a pain in the ass being the commissioner of a fantasy league. People are always complaining to you. They're wondering if you're expanding to Europe, running a Europe fantasy league. It's a nightmare.
So you and Adam Silver, you run leagues.
That's what we have in common, the two of us.
There's only a few of you.
You could argue also that since you also run a trivia night, Maze, that's your version of the 2K league.
That is a league.
That's a gaming league.
That's a very specific league.
We run leagues.
Is that what they do at the NBA? Is that what you would say that you do here? Is this the Office Space situation?
We run leagues.
What would you say you do here?
I run leagues, so don't worry. I think we could bring our league running expertise over here to Europe, show you how to run a league.
I'm glad that you brought up Office Space. And Office Space was a great movie about guys in a workplace and when consultants come in and figure out how to make this workplace more efficient, more profitable, you might say. This is another thing from the same question, by the way. This is another part of the answer.
We are looking very closely to see if there's an opportunity to professionalize the game to another level here, to create a larger commercial opportunity, and not just because commercial opportunity suggests you can grow revenue, but because we believe that with markets, if you can create proper incentives, you can get significant additional investment, and ultimately that's the way to grow the game at all levels. So that's what we're continuing to look at right now.
You hear that, guys? They're not here just to make money. You're here to grow the game.
Yeah.
Because growing the game does what? It helps us make more money. Like what? I'm not here to make money.
It makes more leagues to run.
Yeah.
We run leagues.
They just run leagues. They're not there to make profits or run a business. We just run leagues.
That's like saying, yeah, I like eating food, but it's not just about eating food. Sometimes it's about learning new recipes. Learning new recipes to what? To cook more food to eat.
To keep the recipe analogy going, you might say that in the U.S., we're losing recipes.
We are losing recipes.
On how to develop players.
Is there something about European development that you think could work in the U.S.?
I think that when I talk to, Luka Doncic or certainly Victor or Giannis, other top-notch international players, and talk about the track they were on and developing as players, there's a lot that is preferable in many ways to the American system. I mean, it's an exaggeration to say it, but often people will shorthand it to say in Europe, youth basketball elite players, practice 6 days a week and play one. In the United States, they play 6 days a week and practice one. I mean, that's not quite true. I'm looking at Joe Dumars, who's sort of shaking his head, saying, in essence, yes. I mean, I think in youth basketball in the U.S., the young players are playing too many games, and I think that there's sometimes too much of a focus on skill. It's not that they're not working as hard. They certainly, in some cases, I think they're working too hard and need to be playing more sports at once. But, my feeling here is that there's something to be said when youth players are part of a singular organization, in some cases maybe 14 through 19, there's much more of an incentive to bring players along as opposed to a win-now mentality.
Europe's got it figured out. But also, we want to grow it at all aspects. So they don't have it all figured out, but we want to copy their blueprint.
Continue the analogy. They've got the recipes figured out in Europe. What they don't have is like the presentation. So we're really good at putting a sprig of parsley on it and a drizzle of balsamic on it. But we're not good at actually making the food, preparing the food, maybe.
They're the influencers. They know how to go to a restaurant and make it really cool and have the right shot. Instead of just a photo of the food, you zoom in on the food.
The NBA, you're saying, right?
Yeah. There's this ad that really drives me crazy. There's a Subway ad where they're showing this chicken sub, this chicken cutlet sub.
I'm hungry.
Instead of showing the sub, there's just a bunch of chicken chunks flying through the air and bouncing off of the sub. Hey, look at this new sub we got here at Subway. An avalanche of chicken chunks falling onto the bread and then falling off of the sub. That makes me not want to eat it.
You're making me really hungry right now.
No!
I don't like bouncy chicken. I'm with you, Tom.
But the NBA comes in here and says, look, you guys, you have the right food, you have the right chicken sub, you're not marketing it well enough. You need this flying chicken come out of here, bouncing off of the bread. I guess it works. Amin's hungry. Maybe the NBA knows a thing or two about how to sell chicken subs.
We run leagues.
But the point is, the NBA's got an injury problem, and what better way to fix it than to copy what Europe's doing with their academies?
I think at an elite level, and the data supports it, that we think some of the injuries that our young players are experiencing are overuse injuries, not because they're being too physical, but it's from the repetition of certain things. And that's why I think certainly Joe Dubar's generation, those players in the league also happen to be the best at every other sport in their schools because they played different sports depending on the season. And we're not necessarily going to move away from specialization, but I think there is an opportunity here using the kind of data that we now have.
Well, I think this has to be a win for you, Tom, that he even admits that they have an injury problem.
Yes, they have an injury problem, and I don't know if the Europeans figured it out. That's what's weird about this whole conversation.
Do European players not get injured?
They don't. Luka Doncic is definitely not injured with a calf strain right now.
Franz Wagner, Man of Steel.
LeBron James, he played in Europe before he came to America. Vince Carter, who has the record for most seasons played in the NBA, Daytona is a village in France.
It's actually pronounced Daytona.
I now go by the name of Daytona, Jackie Daytona.
Chris Paul, also famous Spanish basketball player, Chris Paul.
Yeah, he breaks his thumb a lot. I mean, what's that about? Oh, too many cheeseburgers for Chris Paul.
I'm not so sure it's a European thing or an American thing, but they have recipes that are good that will just market a little bit better.
But he brought it up when being asked about European development. Because first it started with a question of Cooper Flag.
Do you feel the need from the American fan base to find the next American faces for the NBA? For example, your fellow Duke, Blue Devil, Cooper Flag. Do you think it could be one of the next face of the league?
The last person I want to put pressure on is Cooper Flag, but he looks pretty spectacular so far.
I'm not going to talk about him. Instead, I'm going to talk about European development.
What? Why doesn't he want to put pressure on Cooper Flag? I would be marketing all the time about Cooper Flag.
Next year, Tom. Next year.
That's somebody else's job right now, Tom.
We got to rig which team he goes to with the draft. We got to get him in the right environment. Then we can prop him up.
Are you saying that Coach K has some sort of affiliation with the NBA right now?
He's an advisor.
What?
I didn't even know the NBA had advisors, like a board of trustees or whatever, but they do. apparently.
The other thing I've learned, and this also came directly from one of our advisors, speaking of Duke, Mike Krzyzewski from Duke University.
Speaking of Duke.
He said that part. Adam Silver said, speaking of Duke.
The brotherhood.
Well after the Duke question, at least 3 questions after the Cooper Flag question.
This guy's amazing.
Well, this is another chef's kiss of an answer when he was asked about whether there's too many threes.
He's also said to me and our competition committee, be careful not to overreact. I mean, sometimes as adjustments happen, teams may swing a little too far in one direction and they may pull back. I mean, one example maybe is the Boston Celtics. We're an all-time high in three-point shooting in the league, and those numbers are coming down already now midway into the season.
Is he saying there are too many threes and we figured out a tweak? But Mike Krzyzewski said, don't overreact.
Mm-hmm.
So is it there are too many threes, there are not too many threes?
Say it'll work itself out, Tom. We've already hit the point of too many threes, and now teams are going to adjust it back to not as many threes.
Guess what? Life found a way. That's my limited fake Jeff Goldblum.
Back to the recipes.
I want to let it marinate a bit.
Oh, marinated chicken. Okay.
Question for you guys. How scared should Europe be? Because Sarunas Jasikevičius, former NBA player, now a very successful coach in EuroLeague. He's the coach of Fenerbahce out there in Istanbul. Said, quote, I'm very worried about the EuroLeague because others like the NBA and FIBA don't need to do anything. They just watch how the EuroLeague shoots themselves in the foot. There's no unity and other things. The EuroLeague must step up because the destruction is always internal. Now, that's a really dramatic quote from one of the best coaches in Europe. Should they be worried that the NBA is just waiting for the destruction, the imminent self-destruction of the EuroLeague?
Well, if you ask Adam Silver...
I wanted to come back to the discussions about the European League. You said you've been meeting with stakeholders this week. What has the tenor of their reactions been? What kind of feedback have you been getting?
The tenor of the meetings have been very positive. And it's not anti-anybody or anti-any other organization.
FIBA, IMG, excellent marketing.
Yep.
This is a great job.
Everyone's awesome.
Would you say Sarunas is saying that the recipes, like the measurements are wrong in the recipes, that they always seem to shoot themselves in the foot? Like, where is that? Is it the ingredients are off?
I think the recipes are fine. I think what he's saying is that we ended up fighting over the meal rather than sharing it. It's all wonderful food, but then we're at each other's throats. And here comes the NBA. All they got to do is sit back and wait for the cloud of dust to settle. And now pick whatever you want from the leftovers.
We run leagues.
AI is going to save us all. That's the message too.
Iverson?
No, Iguodala.
Is he going to be the commissioner of the EuroLeague?
No, he mentioned AI, that the injury problem is going to be solved in part with AI.
AI is going to be extraordinarily helpful because now when a player is injured, you can go back through AI and see every move that player made and see common patterns. What's a player doing? What necessarily led them to that injury? So the answer is we can do a better job and we can learn from European development.
I feel like this is a topic we should have someone, an expert on to talk about this.
You mean like an expert who's written a book about Allen Iverson?
No, an expert on injuries and injury prevention and those sorts of things. Because I feel like there's a lot more meat on that bone than even the commissioner's letting on.
Yeah, well, Hawkeye Technology broken here first on this program, that they're now having these 3D models of what players are doing on the floor and using that data. That would be pretty interesting. Wonder where we're at with that.
I think the commissioner should have given Jeff Stotts a call before throwing AI out here with a log of everybody's injuries. It's a little disrespectful to our guy, Jeff.
He drops Coach K. Can't drop Dr. S.
He also name dropped Joe Dumars and Kathy Barron. He was giving shout outs left and right.
Last thing he hit was the All-Star game, guys. I don't know if you know that the All-Star game last year, I think this was also interesting as an admission.
I haven't given up, on All-Stars still being, competitive, entertaining games for the fans. That's certainly not where we were this year.
We all know that as observers, but for the commissioner to say it.
Well, wasn't that Joe Dumars too? Didn't Joe and Larry Bird have a big conversation with the players before the game?
They went to talk to the players. That's my favorite part about that. Joe Dumars and Larry Bird went to talk to the players and tell them, hey, you guys need to play hard. And they came out and they did that. And that's why this is how we know Adam Silver admitted it. He didn't admit it in that press conference. He admitted it when he handed the All-Star trophy. So let's clip it one more time.
And to the Eastern
conference all-stars. You scored the most points. Well, congratulations. Giannis, to your team, this trophy is yours.
The sound of palpable enthusiasm. I mean, I guess I got to give this shit away.
Hopefully, we went back to the drawing board. We had direct conversations with many of the players, many of the perennial all-stars to talk about what it is that we could put together from a competitive standpoint. And I'm optimistic this year that we landed on a formula that will work.
But if it doesn't, guys, we might be seeing USA versus the world not too long from now.
We have explored the idea of doing a U.S. team versus a world team, and maybe we will do that one day.
Wait, but he's saying it would be unfair because one player pool has 30% of players and the other player pool has 70% of the players. But is it the whole point? Even though it's only 30%, the World All-Stars would kick the shit out of the American All-Stars.
Shouldn't we be doing percentage of All-Star players, not the whole league?
Yeah.
Well, you know what it is? What he's saying is that we need to get rid of DEI. No DEI in the NBA, guys.
Representation out the window.
And another thing, John Collins, that Tuskegee Airman stunt you pulled in the dunk contest, never again.
Come on now. You've shit on John Collins and Chris Paul in this episode. Wouldn't you have something against the Deeks? Come on, man. See, we beat Carolina this week. Oh, this is Big Mike. This is Big Mike talking. Wake beat Carolina, and now all of a sudden you got a little axe to grind against the Deeks. Is that right?
Nobody cares, Tom.
You're the one who's talking about John Collins and Chris Paul. I'm reporting on your bias.
You're connecting dots that don't exist.
Are you doing the Don Draper? I don't think about you at all.
I don't think about college basketball at all.
We almost beat Cooper Flagg.
Speaking of Wake Forest, we've got Tom Haberstroh from Wake Forest here.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Connect those dots.
Oh, I guess, you know what? Jake LaRavia, former Wake Forest standout, playing for the Memphis Grizzlies. There we go.
This episode is presented by State Farm. Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like expecting the leadership of a team captain on the football field, but getting a sea captain. You wouldn't settle for just anything for your team. Shouldn't it be the same for your insurance? So don't settle for just any insurance when you can go with a leader. State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Jif peanut butter. It's that jiffing good, it doesn't really need advertising. So instead, enjoy the calming sounds of the ocean.
Jif. It's that jiffing good. Get your Jif at jif.com.
Welcome to Sephora. I'm looking for a perfume that's not too perfumey. I got you.
Serum moisturizer or moisturizer serum.
Let's get into layering.
My concealer is making me look worse.
Sounds like the wrong shade. Let's get you matched.
There's only one store that really gets what you're going for. Get beauty from people who get beauty. Only at Sephora.
Hi, Let's get you a basket.
Whether your business has 6 floors or 6 employees, Walmart Business has everything you need to save time, money, and hassle. You can restock your break room with bulk ordering or bulk up your ordering team with shared payments. And you can get it all delivered straight to your business's door, whether that's on Wall Street or Main Street. Walmart Business. It's the Walmart you love, now for your business. Learn more at business.walmart.com.
Are your business expenses playing hide and seek? With Uber for Business, the small spends that slip through the cracks, like rides and meals, go right where you need them. Because it integrates with leading expense platforms, you can say goodbye to surprise costs, missing dollars, or chasing receipts. Everything's track downable. Uber for Business. Make small steps that make a big impact. Learn more at uber.com/small steps.
What does that look like? You doing your own research? Are you doing studies yourself? Are you in the lab on a nightly basis? What are you doing?
Do your own research.
Do your own research.
Do your own research.
Do your own research.
Doing your own research.
I'm not a scientist. I'm not here to tell everyone that this is it. For me, it's just giving everyone a chance to do their own research and find their own knowledge.
Yeah, Memphis Grizzlies are on a tear. They've had 6 straight wins, 5 of them by double digits. They're tied for second as of this recording in the Western Conference. And they're doing it in such a weird way where they have Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson Jr. They have all this whirling dervish offense, Thinking Basketball by Ben Taylor does a great video about how they don't use pick and rolls, no dribble handoffs, cyclone offense where guys just rotate around each other without any sort of players getting close to each other, and they're the best offense in the NBA. They also start 2 rookies, which is very odd. They're like the best team in basketball over the last month, and they have 2 rookies, Zach Edey and Jalen Wells. And I wanted to know, for the Tom's Title Tiers every week, TomTheFinder.com, in your inbox, Tom's Title Tiers every Monday morning to start off your NBA week. Should I upgrade the Memphis Grizzlies, who are on a tear, from a 4-star contender to a 5-star, which is only populated by a select few, Boston Celtics, OKC, and Cleveland? And I had to ask, Amin, Maze, has any title contender been this reliant on rookies, starting 2 rookies, 2 out of their 5 starting positions, 40% of them are made up of first-year players? How far has the deepest team gone with such a reliance on rookies? So I ask, in the modern era, since the playoff format went to a 7-game series in the first round in 2003, has any team reached the finals or even the conference finals with 2 rookies in its starting lineup?
With 2?
Yeah.
All right. So we can automatically jump back to, at the very least, 2009. 2007 would be my guess. Maybe the Cavs. No, they didn't have any rookies in their starting lineup. Not 06, not 05, not 04, not 03.
Not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7.
There is not a NBA Finals team that has started 2 rookies.
2 rookies, yep.
Well, I was thinking, I know Manu Ginobili was a rookie in the finals, but was he coming off the bench at that point?
The other thing about Ginobili that year was that he was 25 years old as a rookie.
Well, he's still a rookie.
Still a rookie, technically.
And he was coming off the bench. That doesn't answer the question.
But there has been a recent finals team that started 1, and their 6th man was also a rookie. And this team has been associated with the Memphis Grizzlies, perhaps with a big trade to ramp up their playoff experience at the wing.
The Miami Heat?
The Miami Heat.
Who was a rookie for them? Oh, Tyler Hero was a rookie. Tyler Hero was coming off the bench, so who's the one that started?
No, he started most of the games in the finals. Tyler Hero did. Much like Mario Chalmers in 2011. They needed 1 game of Mike Bibby for them to be like, yep, we're going to start Mario Chalmers here on out. And the other guy on that team was Kendrick Nunn.
Kendrick Nunn. K-Nunn.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot about that.
So there's 3 finals teams that started a rookie since 2003. It is, of course, Tyler Hero.
Orlando Magic with Courtney Lee.
And then in 2007, this is a fun one. Who was the rookie starter for the Cavs?
Okay, so I thought the starting lineup, I remember this because I remember Mike Brown played this game with Tracy McGrady, and he said, can you name our starting lineup when we went to the finals of 2007?
It's a great flex.
Tracy was like, Zdrunas Ilgauskas, Sasha Pavlovich, Drew Gooden, and Eric Snow. And Mike Brown is like, yeah, that's right. So then Tracy's like, who was the 5th? It's one of my favorite.
I got Pavlovich, I got Eric Snow, Drew Gooden, Zdrunas Ilgauskas, but who was that 5th player?
LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James.
Games 3 and 4, a rookie had started for the Cavs.
Boobie Gibson started in the finals?
That's right. Boobie Gibson.
I would have never remembered that.
Ah, my former tenant, Boobie Gibson.
Is that right?
Yeah. Boobie Gibson and Keisha Cole.
Wow.
What a time.
So those are the only starters in the finals since 2003 that are rookie.
Wait, who did he replace in the starting lineup?
Eric Snow.
Oh, Snow. Wow.
So then there's 2 players starting as rookies in the conference semis. So that's the takeaway. The furthest that a team since 2003 has gone in the postseason with 2 starters being rookies is the conference semifinals. They only won 1 round, basically. What the Memphis Grizzlies are attempting to do, and I don't even know if they were attempting to be real title contenders this year, it just kind of happened that way. But there's 2 teams. I guess technically one of those teams had 3 starters as rookies. 2018 Utah Jazz.
Donovan Mitchell and who?
Royce O'Neal.
Started.
2013 Golden State Warriors, my friends.
That was the one I was thinking about because I just knew between Harrison Barnes, Festus Ezeli, and Draymond. Oh, Draymond? Yeah, Draymond, yeah.
Well, he was there, but he wasn't there.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, Tom, your research made you decide that they're not a top-tier contender because no one's ever done it before.
I am saying they are the next dynasty because the Golden State Warriors did it.
Oh, gotcha.
In 2013.
Ah.
Might not be this year, but maybe there's a little dynasty brewing in Memphis. Or they could trade for Jimmy Butler and end this real quick. I would watch a documentary on Mac McClung. You know why? How many players in NBA history have had one game played for the Bulls, one game played for the Lakers, 2 games played for Philly, and 1 game for Orlando? He was the first viral Instagram guy, teenage sensation.
He's got to be inspiration for every influencer hooper, right? It's like, you don't have to be good. You just got to be great at one thing that'll get you invited.
How many players have just played 1 game or 2 games for 4 different teams?
That sounds like Tom does his research.
That's insane.
Okay, Herb Williams played 2 games for the Knicks, 1 game for Toronto. That was the same season, though. Yeah, it's just a lot with the Knicks. A lot of 2 games, 3 games, 1 game.
A future episode will be about Mac McClung, whether he is the most serial one-night stand in NBA history.
Bobby Jones is my guess. Nope, Bobby Jones. 3 games for San Antonio, 6 for Miami, 4 for Houston, 9 for Memphis, 25 for Denver. Wow. That was all in 1 season for Bobby Jones.
I got it here. Stathead.com. Put in promo code Haberstat if you want to have 20% off your annual subscription. Find players with most seasons matching criteria. Criteria I'm putting in as games 2 or fewer. Who has the most seasons with 2 or fewer games? Oh, this is great. I mean, here we go.
Yeah.
Mac McClung tied for the lead with 3.
Mm-hmm.
3 seasons with 2 or fewer games. Scottie Hopson.
Yeah. Tennessee.
And Randy Livingston.
Randy Livingston, really? LSU's Randy Livingston?
LSU's Randy Livingston.
Randy Livingston, I want to say he was the number 1 player in his high school class, and then his knees exploded. Barely made it out of college to the NBA, but hung around. I think the difference between Randy Livingston and Mac McClung is Randy Livingston has seasons where he played, and then he has seasons where he didn't.
Oh my God. I would watch a documentary on this guy. Randy Livingston had 11 years in the NBA.
Yep.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them were for 5 games or fewer. All right. Next, Stathead. Here we go. Who has had the most seasons of 5 games or fewer? I bet it's Randy Livingston. Let's see. Randy Livingston by a mile. 6 seasons with 5 or fewer games played. And the next highest is Mac McClung with 3. Randy Livingston.
He was the number 1 player. Jesus Christ. That's some recall for your ass, man. He was the number 1 player in the 1993 high school class. You know who number 2 and 3 were? This is fucking amazing. Number 2 was Rasheed Wallace. Number 3 was Jerry Stackhouse.
Livingston has the NBA record for fewest games played across 11 or more seasons with 203. Sean Marks is the only other player of 11 plus seasons with under 430 regular season games. He's at 230.
My guy Marksy.